How many times have you walked into a math class and felt yourself just zone out? Maybe you're thinking about that message on your dating app you left unread. Or maybe how you stayed up all night binging that new show. What about all the other stresses in your life? What about the economy? What if distractions? Stop. When you step into your math class, you have to ball up all those thoughts and put them on hold. In class, you've got to redirect that energy to focus on your instructor. In this third video of our math skills series, we're going to bring you to the beginning, engaging in class and how to take notes while you're in class. There's nothing fancy about this. Some of this information might seem obvious, but some details we discuss may surprise you. Plus, what we review here and in the next few videos can be applied to any discipline, not just math. And remember, the tutors at the Centers for Academic Success are ready to meet with you on this subject matter and more. Oh, sorry. Was I supposed to be here? Okay, I'm here now, and I'm ready to go. See what I did there? I am now in attendance. Just being there, attending class, is the first step in actively engaging. Okay, whatever. That seems obvious. Go to class. But you can miss really important details like new formulas and details on assignments if you don't show up. Now, focus. People say focus as if you're just supposed to do it. Hopefully you're focusing on me now because I may have put you in the right mindset at the beginning of this video. That's what you're supposed to do first when you start your class. Get in the right mindset. But what does that look like? I get it, math may not be your favorite subject. And if that's the case, sometimes you've got to fake it till you make it. Try positive thoughts like, I get to learn something new, or I'm ready to become a new person and crush this math course with my huge brain. Whatever works for you. Then you're sitting in class, you've got the focus of a hungry hippo, and you're also hopefully prepared with pen and paper. Let's throw in the textbook too, along with your notes. No notes? Relax. We're going over that soon. But these are the essential tools you'll need to be prepared in class. Also, put that phone away. You already left your ex unread. No need to keep checking to see if they're still pestering you about their favorite sweater you stole before you broke up. Put your phone in your bag so you're not tempted to peek at it. Another way to eliminate distractions is by sitting at the front of the room. And this may not be your style because all the cool kids hang out in the back or something like that. But the science shows that front of class attendance greatly boosts your grades, focus, and attention. Plus, this shows your instructor that you are engaged in the lesson, and it might get you a few brownie points along the way. Nothing wrong with that. Now, you've loaded yourself into the classroom like a dangerous learning missile, ready to strike at new information and blow it all up. Well, maybe we don't want to blow it up. We actually want to capture it. Think of yourself as a big grouper fish, collecting all those little info fish in your big grouper mouth. Info! Ah! How do we do that? By taking notes. Note-taking is a skill, and it's something you have to learn over time. You may have learned different ways of taking notes, and while there are many specific note-taking techniques, today we're only talking about the fundamentals of note-taking. If you're interested in note-taking templates, come visit us at one of the centers. The truth is, you need to take initiative while taking notes. Let me explain. You have your instructor at the front of the room. They're giving you information, and then there's you, the huge grouper fish. You're seeing the information, you're hearing the information, but unless you're actively recording the information, you're just letting those little info fish pass you by, hoping you'll remember what they look like. That's just not realistic, and there's far too many info fish swimming in the math ocean to remember. Taking notes gives you an active edge in your learning. Note-taking requires those elements we talked about earlier, the first of which is being ready and organized. Remember, pen and paper in hand, textbook at the ready. And then you need your focus. This is going to take time, but the more you practice and make a habit of your focusing techniques, the smoother the transition will be to prepping for taking notes. A very important aspect of note-taking is asking questions. You don't necessarily need to ask questions immediately, but approaching new information with questions to help your understanding puts you in the right frame of mind for active learning. Maybe you're a little nervous to ask questions. You need to let that go. Trust me, this is the place for you to be confident in your confusion. Don't be afraid to ask the instructor to clarify or repeat what they're saying. Besides, there are probably at least 3 other students who have the same question as you do, but maybe they're too shy to speak up. Imagine you are asking questions for the whole class, not just yourself. You're a hero. After that, you have your follow-up and cleanup phase. If you don't have a chance to ask your questions earlier in class, then take time to ask those questions after class or during office hours so that you can fill in the gaps in your notes. And questions aren't limited to your instructor. Ask a classmate if you can see their notes. Maybe the instructor moved a little quickly for you. You can mark a signal to yourself in your notes to complete that section later. But don't forget to fill it in. You want your notes to be as complete as possible. Finally, there's the review and verify phase. This step is absolutely essential. The whole reason to take notes in the first place is for you to return to them. Check your textbook for reference to what you wrote down, ask a tutor to look at your notes or help you with difficult concepts, and you can even start a study group with your classmates. Look, let's face it, going to class and taking notes are the most basic things you can do as a student. What we discussed today is just a basic model of what you should strive for. Come visit us at the Centers for Academic Success, and we will give you more tips on how to group those little info fish.